Let's start now. Problems. Problem number 1. The problem is as below. A and B decide to amalgamate themselves into Sharp Limited. The following are their balance sheets as on 31st March 2020. Investments, share capital of 100 rupees each. A say limited 5 lakh, B limited 4 lakhs, general reserves 2 lakhs and 1 lakh, 10% debentures 2 lakhs and 1 lakh 50,000, assets and 1,000 shares in B limited 1 lakh 30,000, shares in A limited 2 lakh 10,000, sundry assets to 7 lakh 70,000 and 4 lakh 40,000. Required. Compute the amount of purchase consideration for each of these companies under purchase method as per accounting standard 14. First, let the net assets of A limited be X and the net assets of B limited be Y. Then X 7,70,000 sundry assets given in the problem 7,70,000 minus debts debentures of 2 lakhs. So plus 1/4 of Y, 1/4 of Y, 1/4 because 1,000 shares in the 4,000 shares is invested by A. That's why 1/4 of the total investment is made by A limited. That's why 1/4 of Y in B limited. So next X simplified. X is equal to 7,70,000 minus 2 lakhs of debentures is equal to 5,70,000 plus 1/4 of Y. So now bring this simplified. 4x minus Y is equal to 22 lakh 80,000. You are multiplying it by 4. That's why. So similarly, Y is equal to 4 lakh 40,000 minus 1 lakh 50,000. See, X is X minus 4x minus Y is equal to 22 lakh 80,000. So for Y is equal to 4 lakh 40,000 minus 1 lakh 50,000 rupees of debentures plus 2/5 of X because it has also invested in Y limited, X limited. That's why 2/5 of it. So you have taken Y is equal to 2,90,000 plus 2 by 5 of X. 2,90,000 comes when you deduct 1,50,000 from this. So 5y minus 2x is equal to 14,50,000 or minus 2x plus 5y is equal to 14,50,000. Okay. By multiplying equation number 2 by 2, we get minus 4x plus 10y is equal to 29 lakh. By adding equation number 1 with equation number 3, we get like this: 4x minus y to 22 lakh 80,000 of 5 lakh 75,556 is equal to 22 lakh 80,000. So 4x is equal to 22 lakh 80,000 plus 5 lakh 75,556. It comes to 28 lakh 55,556. So x is equal to 28 lakh 55,556 divided by 4. So x is 7 lakh 13,889. So now total value of net assets of A limited is 7 lakh 13,899. B limited is 5 lakh 75,556. Less 1/4 share held by A limited. So less than 1/4 of that. So it comes to 1 lakh 43,889. So lessened it. Then less 2/5 of shares held by B limited. It works out to 2 lakh 85,557. So purchase consideration will be 7 lakh 13,889 minus 2 lakh 85,557. So is equal to 4 lakh 28,332 for A, 4 lakh 31,667 for B. Okay. So the purchase, presuming that the shares in Shilpa Limited consist of 100 rupees each, Sharp Limited may satisfy the purchase consideration as below. Shares in Sharp Limited 100 rupees, 4 lakh 28,300. So here 4 lakh 31,600 cash. So for fraction 32 rupees cash is paid, whereas for B limited cash of 67 rupees is paid for fraction. But for that the entire amount is given in shares only. So 4 lakh consideration. Similarly for B limited 4 lakh 31,600 rupees of shares plus 67,000 rupees cash comes to 4 lakh 31,667, which is equivalent to its purchase consideration.
First problem done.
Done.
Now let's take the second problem.
Okay.
Start second problem.
Now, friends, now we shall move on to the second one. Following is the balance sheet of Y Limited as at 31st March 2020. Liabilities, share capital issued and paid up, 2,50,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each, 8 rupees per share paid up, works out to 20 lakhs. 1 lakh 10% preference shares at 100 rupees each fully paid up, 10 lakhs. Reserves and surplus, general reserve 6 lakhs, profit and loss account 8 lakhs. Current liabilities, creditors 4 lakhs, workman's profit sharing fund 3 lakhs. Fixed assets, goodwill 8 lakhs, building 7 lakhs, plant and machinery 13 lakhs, current assets stock 7 lakhs, sundry debtors 9 lakhs, bank balance 6 lakh 60,000, miscellaneous expenses, in that preliminary expenses 40,000. X Limited decided to absorb the business of Y Limited at the respective book value of assets and trade liabilities except building which was valued at 12 lakh rupees and plant and machinery at 10 lakh rupees. The purchase consideration was payable as follows. Payment of liquidation expenses of 5,000 and workman's profit sharing fund at 10% premium. Issue of equity shares of 10 rupees each fully paid at 11 rupees per share for every preference shares and every equity shares of Y Limited, and a payment of 4 rupees per equity share in cash. Calculate purchase consideration, show the necessary ledger accounts in the books of Y Limited and opening journal entries in the books of X Limited. Now we shall go for calculation of purchase consideration. Purchase consideration, cash payment for in lakhs, liquidation expenses 5,000 rupees, workman's profit sharing fund 3,30,000, cash to equity shareholders paid at 4 rupees per share. So it works out to 10 lakhs. For 2,50,000 shares it is 10 lakhs. So liquidation expenses incurred 5,000, workman's profit sharing fund of 3,30,000 and 10 lakh rupees of cash to equity shareholders. Total comes to 13,35,000. Payment to equity shareholders. Preference shares, payment by equity shares. Preference shareholders will get 1 lakh shares at 11 rupees per share. So it comes to 11 lakhs. Equity shareholders get 2,50,000 shares at 11 rupees per share. It comes to 27,50,000. So shares given are totally 38,50,000, and this liquidation expense, everything, cash and other things put together, total purchase consideration works out to 51,85,000. Now we shall prepare ledger accounts. Ledger accounts in the books of liquidating company. So now we open realization account as we were opening in the case of dissolution of partners. So all assets are taken here at book value. Goodwill 8 lakh given, taken. Building 7 lakh and plant and machinery 13 lakh. Stock 7 lakh. Sundry debtors 9 lakh. Bank balance 6 lakh 60,000. Workman's profit sharing fund is also taken 30,000. I mean actually 10% premium is paid, that's why we have taken it. Preference shareholders are paid 1 lakh. 1 lakh, then cash paid, actually bank expense, liquidation expenses paid is 5,000, and at the credit side, creditors taken over 4 lakh rupees, and purchase consideration to be paid is 51,85,000, which is already calculated. So total of credit side total is 55,85,000. So if you lessen total debit, you get 3,90,000 as a profit on realization. So 3 lakh, this is the balancing figure. Profit is a balancing figure. Okay. Now X Limited account. So to realization account entry, opposite entry. X Limited account into realization account for purchase consideration till 1,85,000. They are paid 13,35,000 in the form of cash. This is calculated here. And equity shares of 38,50,000. So it is there here. So 51,85,000 is paid in cash and as well as in shares. 13,35,000 rupees in the form of cash as liquidity expenses, workman's profit sharing fund, and real cash put together 13,35,000, and the balance of 38,50,000 paid in the form of equity and as well as preference shares. 11 lakh rupees worth of equity shares, all preference shares, and 27,50,000 rupees worth of preference shares. So this X Limited's account gets closed. Now bank account. You are having a bank balance of actually bank balance ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Realization expenses 5,000 you are paying, workman's profit sharing fund towards premium you are paying 3,30,000, equity shareholders are paid 10 lakh rupees at the rate of 4 rupees per share. So totally 13,35,000 to be paid, that is paid to X Limited. Okay. Next, preference shareholders account. Preference shareholders account. Preference shareholders account, equity shareholders are paid like that. Preference shareholders account to equity shareholders limited 11 lakh, by preference share capital account 10 lakh, realization account 1 lakh, balancing figure that is so 1 lakh premium is paid, that's why. So 10 lakh get 1 lakh rupees premium is there, that's why. So 11 lakh is paid in the form of equity shares to preference shareholders. 11 lakh was due, 10 lakh rupees of their capital, 1 lakh rupees of premium, total 11 lakh. So paid to them in the form of equity shares. So 11 lakh is over. Now equity shareholders account. Equity shareholders capital is 20 lakh, general reserve is 6 lakhs, profit and loss account as per balance sheet is 8 lakhs, profit and realization balancing figure which you got it 3,90,000, totally 37,90,000 was supposed to be paid, that is paid in the form of preliminary expenses 40,000, bank through cash we have paid 10 lakh, and the balance in shares 27,50,000. So 37,90,000 is paid in this following form, and equity shareholders account get closed. Then equity shares in X Limited. X Limited actually 38,50,000 is the purchase consideration it has to pay to X Limited, so it is paying 11 lakh in the form of preference shares and 27,50,000 in the form of equity shares. That's how they settled the purchase consideration. Workman's profit sharing fund. So opening balance was 3 lakhs, realization account balancing figure 30,000. It is because of premium paid 3,30,000. So that is paid and it's closed. So with this, the liquidating company gets closed. Now we shall go to journal entries of the purchasing company. They are purchasing the business for 51,85,000, purchase consideration is shown. So business purchase account at R2, liquidation of Y Limited 51,85,000. This is for purchase consideration, being purchase consideration due. So now, what all that comes into this? Building of 12 lakh rupees, plant and machinery at 10 lakh because the revised values to be taken, they are given in the problem. Building to be taken at 12 lakh, plant and machinery to be at 10 lakhs. Whereas stock is taken at book value 7 lakhs, debtors also at book value 9 lakhs, bank 6,60,000, goodwill balancing figure 11,55,000. Creditors are paid 4 lakhs and creditors are also taken, they are 4 lakhs and 51,85,000 payable to X Limited as purchase consideration. So totally 55,85,000. So lessen these assets, you get the difference, that difference is goodwill, that is the balancing figure that is adjusted there, being assets and liabilities taken over and purchase consideration due. So liquidators of Y Limited has to be paid 51,85,000. So that is paid 13,35,000 in the form of cash, 35 lakh equity shares and security premium of 3,50,000 being payment purchase consideration, done like this. So this problem is over. Okay, we shall move on to the third problem. X Limited and Y Limited were carrying on same business independently. The companies agreed to amalgamate on and from 1st April 2019 and formed a new company, Jed Limited, to take over the assets and liabilities of the existing companies. The balance sheet of two companies as on 31st March 2020 are as follows. Share capital. Equity share capital 30 lakhs and 18 lakhs, share premium, securities premium 6 lakhs and nil, general reserve 9 lakh and 7,50,000, profit and loss account 5 lakh 40,000, 4 lakh 80,000, 10% debentures 15 lakhs and nil, secured loan nil and 9 lakhs, segregator 7 lakh 80,000 and 5 lakh 10,000. Coming to assets, land and buildings 27 lakhs, 13 lakh 50,000, plant and machinery 15 lakhs and 11 lakh 40,000, investment 15,000, shares of Y Limited at 2 lakh 40,000. Actually Y Limited dash stock 15 lakh 60,000 and 10 lakh 50,000, debtors 4 lakh 30,000, sorry 12 lakh 30,000 and 7 lakh 80,000, cash at bank 90,000 and 1 lakh 20,000. Following are the additional information. For the purpose of amalgamation, the shares of the existing companies are to be valued as under X Limited, he has given the value 18 rupees per share, Y Limited 20 rupees per share. A contingent liability of X Limited of 1,80,000 is to be treated as actual existing liability. The shareholders of X Limited and Y Limited are to be paid by issuing sufficient number of shares of Z Limited at a premium of 6 rupees per share. The face value of the shares of Z Limited is to be of 10 rupees each. You are required to calculate purchase consideration, that is number of shares to be issued to X Limited and Y Limited. Prepare realization account, shareholders account in the books of X and Y Limited. Prepare balance sheet in the books of Z Limited after amalgamation. Now we shall calculate purchase consideration. Existing number of shares 3 lakhs and 1,80,000. 30 lakhs divided by 10, it is equal to 3 lakhs. So 3 lakh shares and 18 lakhs divided by 10 is equal to 1,80,000. So existing number of shares are 3 lakhs and 1,80,000 less the number of shares held by X Limited in Y Limited. It is given in the problem 15,000 shares are held, so that is to be lessened. So net number of shares held 3 lakhs and 1,65,000. Okay. Value per share is given in the problem 18 rupees and 20 rupees. So purchase consideration will be 3 lakhs into 18 comes to 54 lakhs, 1,65,000 into 20 comes to 33 lakhs. Number of shares Z Limited, number of shares of Z Limited at 16 rupees per share, 10 rupees of face value plus 6 rupees of premium. So 54 lakhs divided by 16 comes to 3,37,500 shares. Here 33 lakhs divided by 16 comes to 2,06,250 shares. Discharging of purchase consideration. Now they discharge. X Limited 3,37,500 shares at 10 rupees each. So it comes to 33,75,000. Y Limited 2,06,250 shares at 10 rupees. It works out to 20,62,500. Securities premium X Limited 3,37,500 shares at 6 rupees each comes to 20,25,000. Y Limited 2,06,250 shares at 6 rupees each works out to 12,37,500. So total purchase consideration is paid like this 54 lakhs and 33 lakhs are paid in this format. In the books of X Limited, realization account to be opened as I told you earlier. Sundry assets, land and buildings to be taken. Land and buildings 27 lakhs and 27 lakhs. Plant and machinery 15 lakhs, investments 2,40,000, then stock 15,60,000, debtors 12,30,000 and bank balance 90,000, and debentures are also taken. Debentures are 15 lakhs and sundry creditors are 7,80,000 given in the book, 7,80,000 sundry creditors, sorry 9 lakhs actually total 7,80,000 secured, 7,80,000 given in the book. Add 1,80,000 contingent liability which is given the adjustment. So add that's 1,80,000 to 7,80,000, it works out to 9,60,000. So Z Limited purchase consideration is 54 lakhs. It is calculated here. Okay, total it comes to 78,60,000. So the difference between these two is 5,40,000. That goes to equity shareholders. That is a profit goes to equity shareholders account. So they are to be paid 54 lakhs. Actually, their share capital is 30 lakhs. Securities premium is 6 lakhs. General reserve is 9 lakh. Profit and loss account. Actually, 5,40,000 is a profit given, but in that contingent liability of 1,80,000 they lose. So it works out to 3,60,000 and they have realization profit of 5,40,000. So total for 54 lakhs that is paid in the form of shares of Z Limited. So that equity shareholders account of X Limited gets closed. Similarly, we shall open books of Y Limited to close their books of accounts. Realization account. Land and building 30,50,000 given the problem. Plant and machinery 11,40,000, stock 10,50,000, debtors 7,80,000, then secured loan 9 lakh rupees, Then sundry creditors 5,10,000, okay, and purchase consideration payable to them is calculated here, it is 33 lakhs. So total 47,10,000. Here the difference between debit and total credit is 2,70,000, that is a profit, goes to equity shareholders 2,70,000. So equity shareholders account. Their share capital given in the balance sheet is 18 lakhs, general reserve is 7,50,000, profit and loss account balance of 4,80,000, and they have a realization profit 2,70,000. So totally their credit balance is 33 lakhs, that is paid in the form of shares in JED Limited to the extent of 33 lakhs. It gets closed. Okay. Now we shall move on to the books of JED Limited. Okay. All adjustments I have made it here only, but you can also show it in the working notes. Balance sheet as at 31st March 2020. It is done as per the format given. Equity and liabilities, shareholders fund, share capital of 10 rupees each. It is 54,37,500. Reserves and surplus, securities premium. If you add these two shares, you get 37,000. Reserves and surplus, securities premium 32,62,500. Non-current liabilities 10% debentures plus loan 1,50,000 plus 9 lakh is equal to 24 lakhs. Current liabilities are sundry creditors of X Limited, sundry creditors of Y Limited, contingent liability of X Limited. Add these three, 14,70,000. So total, so 1,25,70,000. So these are the liabilities they have. Now we shall look at the assets. In the assets, fixed assets. In these fixed assets, tangible assets are land and building and plant and machinery. Land and building of X 27 lakhs, Y is 13,50,000, totally 40,50,000. Plant and machinery of X 15 lakhs, plant and machinery of Y 11,40,000. Add 26,40,000 you get. If you add the land and building of plant and machinery of both the firms, you get 66,90,000. Okay. Then intangible assets, goodwill, X Limited. X Limited's assets taken over are 27 lakhs plus 15 lakhs plus 15,60,000 plus 12,30,000 plus 90,000. All assets current and taken. So 70,80,000. Liabilities taken over are 15 lakhs, 7,80,000 and 1,80,000 comes to 24,60,000. Net assets taken over are 46,20,000. So goodwill is equal to purchase consideration minus net assets. Net assets taken over are 46,20,000. So you are lessening it. So net goodwill of X Limited works out to 7,80,000. Similarly, we should do it for Y Limited. So total assets taken over are 44,40,000 and liabilities taken over are of 14,10,000. So net assets of them are 30,30,000. So goodwill is purchase consideration minus net assets taken over. 33 lakhs minus 30,30,000 is equal to 2,70,000. So total goodwill is 7,80,000 rupees of X Limited, 2,70,000 rupees of Y Limited, works out to 10,50,000. So add current assets, inventories of both of them works out to 26,10,000, trade receivables 20,10,000, cash and cash equivalent 2,10,000. So it works out to 1,25,70,000. So assets are also 1,25,70,000. It is tallying. This is the balance sheet of JED Limited. New balance sheet of JED Limited. So with this it gets over. Thank you. Can you